Hello, my dear friends. Doesn't matter how hard we keep trying, dealing with our imperfections and flaws, we all want to have a good life, to live it to the fullest. Yes, so we are back with the book Life Without Limits. This book will be delivered to you in 12 portions, and the first participant to come up is Gajendra Sharma. So over to Gajendra.
किसी के जीवन में अदृश्य ही सही, किसी के जीवन में अदृश्य ही सही, पर काम का रहूं, किसी के जीवन में अदृश्य ही सही, पर काम का रहूं, वो चमके नाम हो उसका, वो चमके नाम हो उसका, चाहे मैं बिना नाम का रहूं, वो चमके नाम हो उसका, चाहे मैं बिना नाम का रहूं. This is the story of Nick Vujicic. He wants to be invisible, but he wants to be invaluable. There are many people in our life who are invisible, but their contribution is invaluable. The life itself, Nick Vujicic's life, is full of miseries, but in those miseries, he has found fulfillment. So it's great pleasure to actually summarize the chapter that I'm going to discuss, chapter 1, and I'm totally mesmerized by the way that he has written, the way he has moved out of his difficulties, of his challenges, and he has written and he has proved that yes, life can be without limits, and when it is without limits, it can be fulfilled. All the happiness that we crave for can be achieved when we just remove all the limitations that we put on ourselves. So the story starts with Nick Vujicic's birth, where his parents don't know that the son, the children, is abnormal, or somehow it's like this, because his mother was facing that something is wrong with the child, but doctor said no, everything is okay and everything is okay at the time of the birth. Mother was nursed, so she knew that something is wrong because doctor's face was showing that. And when doctor said all this thing that your son has born without limbs, so her mother was shocked. She could not accept the child. Just be in that moment and realize what would be the pain for a mother who just saw the child and she could not accept the child. She said, no, I cannot accept the child. It took so much time for her to accept the child. And father, he also could not see all these things, but he was disappointed that doctors did not give him time to prepare his mother so that she could accept. And when Nick Vujicic came to know about all these things, that when he was born, his parents were like unaccepting, because that was the pain. They didn't expect anything, and suddenly when this appeared, they could not just look at it. That see, at this moment now, when you are not chosen by your parents, how will you be chosen by others? This is the point where story begins, where you get to know that what is the tenacity, what is the dedication of this man, who has become a motivational speaker, who has become an avid swimmer, and a lot more, actor and all. That is the courage and dedication you need when you are not accepted even by your family when you were born, but the courage, the faith that their family had shown did born fruit, and that's why he is living this life without limitation. 5 take on that I'm going to share, that I felt that is the best thing. Despite all the limitations he had, he was always grateful, because he said, I have a family. Nick Vujicic says that I have a family and I'm not deprived of any parental loss, right? I am fully capable of my mind. I am fully capable. I'm not mentally disabled. He's grateful for things he had. He's not great. He's not worried about things that he don't have, but he's grateful for things that he has a good education, he has a good house, he has good parents. He is grateful for that. That is the one quality that attracts me, that appeals me more. Then he says, put out all the limits. Second point, he says, put out all the limits. You don't need to uh, bring the burden of your limits. It's the limits that you put on yourself, that's all. If you can just remove all the limits, you are limitless and you have that power. Second, he says, take responsibility. There is one quote that what life throws at you is not in your hand. You don't know what life has thrown at him. It was not in his hand, right? Otherwise, he could have changed it. But it matters. What is in our hand is how we respond to it. What we take out of it, what we make out of it, is 100% in our hands, and that's what he did. What he didn't worry about what he didn't have, but he was fortunate enough and he used what he had. Fourth point is become a miracle. He always thinks that he can become a miracle, he can become someone who can be an inspiration to many, and he has shown this. He has been a miracle to everyone. And last point that I would take from this chapter is trust the God's plan. It was a time there where he would think, he would pray to God that God, please give me my limbs, give me, and he would pray and he would just sleep hoping that next day miraculously his limbs will appear. But obviously it didn't. But when he trusted the plan, that obviously he had something, he found that purpose, that yes, I have been given these gifts, I have been made like this, that means I have to serve another purpose, I have to serve some purpose, and that's where life begins. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, I hope you must have liked our initiative of one book, 1 hour, 1 week. Also, we'd like to take a moment here to thank you guys for all your support and love as we hit our first 100 subscribers. Please like and share this video and do subscribe to our channel to keep yourselves updated for the coming videos. Thank you for associating with us and have a good day.